Hi, I'm going to do my disease project on a displaced. It's called a displaced abdomen, but it also can be called a displaced abdomen, a displaced abdomen, a twisted stomach, or just a DA. And this is a disease where the abdomen part of the cow's dairy cow's stomach will move out of place of the abdominal cavity because, as you know, like within your body, there's certain parts where everything should be, and this happened, and then the abdomen will actually move out of the way. This is basically where the animal has so much gases in their stomach that it causes the abdomen floats up to the top of the cow. And when this happens, it's very drastically hurts the cow because they can't get their feed. They're not producing any milk. So then the common symptoms of this are the poor appetite, reduced fecal discharge, which is also returned into diarrhea or soft feces, and then drop in milk. So like a cow that's giving, let's say, 100 pounds, and she'll drop down to like 5 pounds, maybe not even that much. And because she's not getting the nutrients from it. And also they'll have a thin appearance because they're not getting their food, they're not being able to put on the weight, and they're not being able to do this. The common causes, there's no defined cause that causes this disease, but there are theories or things that have come to show that causes this, and that's it's mainly in dairy cows. It doesn't happen in really any beef cows. And it mainly is like after freshening, and it happens to about a month after freshening. But it also can be caused by an increase in grain feeding. And that doesn't count for like calves if they're eating too much, because calves don't really have it because they don't have their stomach developed enough. And then also poor quality or moldy roughages, because then this causes the roughages to be poor quality, which then in return makes the stomach have to work harder because it's not very good food. So it's just like us eating junk food versus us eating a salad every day. We'd be a lot better if we ate salad all the time instead of eating junk food all the time or fast food. And then also is too much silage in their diet. With a cow, you have to have a strict diet, believe it or not, for how big they are, to make them produce the milk that they need. So they need like certain amounts of this, certain amounts of that. And it's just like any human with their diet. They want to have like certain amounts of certain things. Well, with cows, getting too much silage actually will help build up too much gas in their stomach, and then that will cause it to twist or roll. I'll have a picture right here, and right here there's two pictures, as you can see. And then the top one, as you can see, the stomach is actually twisted right here. And with the stomach being twisted, it causes it to cut off everything. And then, as you can see right here, is a cow who has a displaced abdomen, and she has a thinner appearance, but it might be kind of early to tell. A common cause for this disease are that it's left side or right side. It's mainly on their left side, and when trying to figure this out, the vet has to go in and ping the cow, which is where they take their stethoscope and then they make this sound. And they go along the cow, and then they're trying to make this sound, and then if the sound pings back, it's hitting that gas and it's coming back to them and they can hear it. And there's a couple common surgeries that a lot of vets can do, and around here with being dairy country, a lot of people are used to it and know how to do it. And there's one non-surgical thing, is just rolling the cow over, because it's causing the stomach to go back over. And as I will show you, there's a couple ways to do this, and I'm going to use my cow to show you how to do this. Hi. Right here, as you see, we have our cow. He is a very rare breed of cow, but he has a DA. So we're going to show you how to do some of the surgeries that can be done. The first surgery that can be done is that you could sedate the cow, and as you see, the cow will lay down. But as the cow lays down, you want to grab their leg with a rope, obviously, but with him I can just do it by hand, and roll him over so he's on his back. And as he's on his back, we probably won't like it, but as he's on his back, you can ping underneath their stomach to get their to hear the ping back and then get their stomach to come back over. And as their stomach comes back over, you'll insert a needle through here and you can stitch the stomach so that it stays down underneath where it should be. And then you could just keep going with the cow over and over. And you could not do the surgery, and you could just leave the cow so that he stays. And you just roll the cow so that the stomach will go back by itself. And then there's another surgery that we can do. Come here, bud. Come here. Sit. Where if you find out the side of the stomach, you can sedate, you can isolate the area where you're going to be making an incision. And so for this side I'll use his right side. And so you make the incision and you cut through his stomach wall and you will reach your arm in, and as you reach in you will go along his back side of him and you'll go down underneath and you'll take a hose and you'll push, you'll prick into his abdomen and release all the air out of it with the hose. So as the air leaks out, the abdomen will come down and it'll come back, and then it'll come back up around where it should be. Well, then as it comes back where it should be, you'll want to go and you want to grab your utensils and you want to grab his part of his abdomen and pull it back out, and then you want to suture it to the side of his stomach. Well, then as you're suturing it to the side of the stomach, it'll keep the abdomen in place and it will help for the DA not to happen ever again. And these are just a couple ways that are common ways for surgery to be done to fix this disease. And I hope you enjoyed my video.